What is up, guys? My name is MipZ and welcome back for yet another League of Legends video. So today we're playing a really fun ADC, something that I guess you could say in terms of LP she's gonna give you kind of a fortune of them. No, I'm kidding. Today we are of course playing MipZ Fortune, and actually a really weird thing with her is that you want to be starting with tier, at least as of currently, because that's going to help you when you build along to Manayun. I don't know if that's correctly pronounced. I'm super bad with these names. Anyhow, for those of you who are new in here, this video will solely focus on how to play MipZ Fortune in terms of the macro play, meaning the early, mid, and late game, and the decision making that goes into it. In terms of the mechanics, abilities, combos, advanced combos, then I've left a link down below to my other video that goes into detail with these things. But as I said, this one will only focus on the macro play. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this one, and I hope that you're going to be able to learn a thing or two from it. But yeah, before we get too much into everything, oh wow, just gonna get a little poke there. Before we get too much into everything, then for those of you who are new in here, make sure to subscribe down below, click that button, join in on our awesome community. It's been amazing to see all the support we've gotten lately, so thank you guys for that. And also, if you want to see me live stream, then go to twitch.tv/MipZ_live. I stream every single Friday. And lastly, if you enjoy this one, then make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out. It tells YouTube to be like, hey, this video is not too bad. Anyway, we are just kind of gonna get into this one, and yeah, MipZ Fortune is an amazing champion. She's really I should really have healed there. My bad. We're gonna take our Q. This guy's gonna go all in. Whoop, we are gonna have to heal. We should be getting out here, but it is gonna be very close. My bad, should have healed. That was really terrible by me. Anyway, can I just do my intro before people just go completely and utterly nuts with all these fighting? So we're going to be a little careful here. We will go with him. Should be able to actually get this kill. There we go. Nice. Good job, Ivan. I like this. All right, so let's talk a little bit about MipZ Fortune. That is why we are here. So MipZ Fortune is first of all a really fun champion, and honestly also a pretty amazing champ for anyone who is who's either new to ADC or trying to climb, because what she basically is that first of all, she's a very easy ADC to play, but that doesn't mean that you cannot play her well. She really comes down to macro play, which is primarily what this video is of course about. She really comes down to macro play and good positioning, and she comes down to learning how to play her smart. And I know this sounds super obvious, and it to a big extent kind of is, but there are things with her that are kind of tricky. The way you want to be playing her in a lane is basically that she's what we commonly refer to as a lane bully, and this basically means that he is looking for something. Whoop. We're just gonna do as much damage as we can here. She is what we refer to as a lane bully, meaning that she really just want to sit and poke her enemies down as much as possible. She has a decent power spike at level 3, but apart from that, you really want to be trying to just poke your enemies down until you reach around level 6. And at level 6, you have a huge power spike with your ult being absolutely insane. But the way you want to be playing her, especially with the arcane comment, talent, or rune, if that one's by the time you watch this video if that's still the meta, then the reason or what you want to do with this one, and also what I did, I know a lot of people don't do this, but is you actually want to start off taking 1 point in your E, such that you can sit and poke the enemy from the very beginning with your arcane comment. It is absolutely ridiculous to do so. Right here, we should get another kill. This is just amazing. We're getting super fed already from the beginning. So we're gonna make sure that we hopefully get this. I got a little close. Oh, this minion. No minion. Ooh, it was a little close. We caught it a little close. So far we are 4-0, and we haven't even been back, which is kind of weird. We are going to be looking for it back now. I'm not going to be waiting for an optimal back because I'm simply too low. They'll be back in lane before I even manage to push this since I'm So I'm just going to be taking the back now. I'm going to be able to finish my mana Yun already, which is pretty amazing. So this is a really good start for us. I'm going to be bringing 2 potions just because I've seen that this Kai'Sa and Thresh are playing super aggressively. And with the lead I have now, I'd rather be a bit on the safe side. Anyway, as we were talking about Miss Fortune, then she is what we call a lane bully, meaning that she really just wants to sit and poke her enemies as much as she can. The reason why you want to be starting with your E if you're running this sorcery rune build is that every time that your sorcery rune comes off cooldown, this arcane comet thing, then you want to make sure to just use your E on your enemy to fire it off, dealing extra damage. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your E hits both the support and the ADC. So this is what we've been looking for every time. You can see we do like this, and we just make sure that it hits. A general tip that a lot of people don't know, and again, if you don't know the abilities, go to the other video, either before or after this video, but make sure that you know what her passive life tap does. It basically just deals more damage every time your basic attacks deal more damage every time that you attack a new target. But the thing is that your Q, your double tap, actually refreshes this on a target. So let's say that we attack Kai'Sa once, then what actually happens... Oh, I can get this. I should be able to. Then basically, ooh, I need to just focus here for a second, then I'll explain it. I could have played that better. 100% could have played that better, but this is all good. Gonna pop the other potion as well. We're just gonna make sure that we poke as much as we can. We don't want to get hit by his grab, that's for sure. Want to make sure... Maybe we'll try and get this. Oof, that's almost a kill. Very nice. If she stays here for a moment longer, she's going to be dying to our E 100%. Oof, that's a close one. I'm not going to be able to... Cannot. That was way too risky. All right, so let me just explain this. That was just kind of an intense fight. I kind of had to keep my tongue like... I don't know. How do you... Is there English term? I'm too far out. I'm going to have to probably flash here. Maybe not. Okay, I should have flashed. It's too late now. It's too late. I failed. I should have flashed. I knew it. I was saying it, but I did not do it. Yeah, I was just kind of being greedy, holding on to my flash. I should have pre-flashed, just go in safe. I also should have popped my W sooner. Anyway, that aside, as I was saying, then with Miss Fortune, with your life tab, basically it allows you to deal more damage to any new target that you attack. So basically what you can do is you can reset life tab by attacking a new target, but your double tap, your Q actually resets this. So if you hit, let's say you're team fighting and you hit your Q on the target you're going for, and you already attacked them once and got the life tap proc on them, but if you pop your Q on them and the Q bounces to a new target as well, then that actually procs the double tap such that you can do your life or your love tap to the same target that you're already attacking. I don't... That sounded kind of weird. I'm gonna try and explain it a little simple, but imagine that Nautilus for a second just as an enemy. So we're attacking this. We put auto attack him once, and then it basically deals this love tab extra damage. If we attack him again, it wouldn't. But if we pop our Q onto him and it bounces to an enemy, then it will actually allow us to deal that extra damage. So right here, they are just totally disrespecting us. We are just going to be dealing as much damage as we can. We should be able to get this. There we go. Very, very nice. So I hope that kind of makes sense. So if you're fighting someone and you get the chance to pop your Q such that it hits the target you're going for plus another target, then that actually procs your love tab, or resets your love tab is probably a better term for it, thereby allowing you to deal more damage to the same target that you're already attacking, which is super nice. All right, so but let's just kind of go back and talk a little bit about the how you want to be playing the early, mid, and late, or the early game here. So basically how Miss Fortune works is that she is, as we talked about, a lane bully, meaning that you honestly just want to be trying to poke them as much as you can using your E, and you generally speaking want to try to aim to hit both targets at the same time, both their support and their ADC. Apart from that, you of course want to be poking with your Q. The way you do this is that you want to try and execute a minion such that it hits the ooh, gotta be a little careful here. I sadly don't have my ult yet, so not much we can do. But you want to try and execute minions with your Q such that it deals the extra damage onto the target. So that's generally what you want to try to do. You want to try and hit them with your... Whoop. Oh my god, can I believe that hit? I am actually going to be dead here, most likely. Most likely going to be done there. I stepped out too far. I thought I was still safe, but I actually screwed that up. But it seems like our team might actually just turn this around. This could potentially be a triple for Lux if she played her hand right. Okay, she didn't. She played it safe. That's also super cool. I can respect this. Like, she was like, I don't feel confident doing this. I'm backing out. I feel totally okay when people do that. It is much better than her going in way too deep. So overall, things are going okay. I've played this kind of you know. We all have the games in League where we're like, and this is kind of how this game is going. We're doing okay. We're still at like far ahead, but I've been playing some done some very questionable plays, but also felt like some engages have been a little too forced, because honestly, as I said, what we want to be doing is that we want to poke our enemies down to a point where we can literally just at max range, or whenever they've used their CC, or whenever they're out of position, that we can just finish them off with our ult, or actually just literally poke them down. That's kind of what we want to be doing. And we can poke so much with our E. Right here again, we will start taking these minions down, and then we will be looking to hit right here. It's gonna be another nice. We can do a Q onto that target. We have loft tap, so we can also do this with alternating between attacking the two targets. If they step or like overstep, then doing that will constantly refresh or reset or loft tap, dealing extra damage to both targets. So this can be really good. All right, we gotta be a little careful, because I do have the feeling that this Twitch will be playing around here, but he's currently dead, so we're okay. So I don't mind putting them under their turret, where I can poke them and potentially put my ult onto them. So that's what we'll do. We'll push ahead, and I will just put on my E on this, and it will give a little bit of poke. And again, I think that guy's overextending. Whoop, this is going to be risky. We're going to ult in order to just hopefully kill one of them, but our Gnarl is too far in. Tried to heal him. I was way too late. Thing is that their Twitch could be here any second now. I'm going to poke with this. Right here, we should be able to just finish him off really quickly, very nicely. So Twitch could be coming down here, which I think, let's see, he has 3 kills. We should be okay if he does so, unless he outranges us. Okay, so right here, he's here. I'm backing out. I'd rather be safe than sorry. He did have his ult, and that's what I said. Like, with his ult, we are in trouble, but without his ult, we should be okay. But we're gonna back now. It did end up being a little too risky. I did not see this TP. That is my bad. But very nice that she actually followed up. All right, so let's go ahead, buy this, and we can actually get ourselves an extra 1. And as our next item, we're actually going to be building into the collector. And we can't really build any items for that just yet. So we will just buy an extra control ward, get our far side, and kind of get into it. But yeah, early game on Miss Fortune, and generally speaking, she's super simple. Just want to poke the enemy, pop your E, as often as you can, especially if you can hit both targets, and try and just poke them with this whenever your arcane combat is ready. Apart from that, poke with your Q, use the back minions to like execute them such that you kill the target, which makes you deal absolutely ridiculous damage with it. I don't have my ult for another 6 seconds. Kind of sucks. But apart of this, make sure you farm. You're not really picking Miss Fortune being out to be an absolute beast in the early game. You're picking her. Whoop. You're honestly right here. It should be a free double. Oof, that is a close one. Very, very close. Again, very close. But we should be able to... Nope. Oh my god, gotta get out of this. Whoop, there we go. Sweet. The turret was just hurting us way too much there. That's so far super nice. So now we got the first turret down. We're moving into the mid to late game. So let's kind of start talking about that one. But I just want to end up the like kind of conclude on the early game. You're not picking her to be an absolute beast in the early game. Some of the things that she does struggle with in terms of counters is that she really struggles with stuff like Lucian, Swain, Ashe, Draven, Caitlyn, and even Tristana. So these really heavy, like well played or well-rounded champions in terms of high trading or high initiate potential. Oh my god, I cannot believe that they just literally surrendered this. Okay, so let me just really quickly explain to you guys about the mid to late game, and I'm really sorry they already surrendered. This was really not the plan at all, but the mid to late game is actually very simple on Miss Fortune, because what you actually just want to do is you want to play her completely like a standard ADC. And when I say standard ADC, that basically means that you want to be grouping up with your teammates as much as possible. You want to make sure that you always keep farming. You want to strive to have about 10 CS a minute. I know this is generally not possible for a lot of people, and that's why I'm saying strive to basically shoot for the stars, hit the moon or whatever. But purposely try and get as much farm as you can, at least around somewhere between 7 to 9 CS or minions per minute. That's definitely going to be helping out quite a lot. So aim around that area. Make sure that you're constantly farming gold, or if you're not farming gold, you should either be on an objective helping out your team, securing a Drake, a tower, or something else. But otherwise, make sure that you keep farming throughout the whole game. You want to be playing Miss Fortune as what we call a backline, meaning that you never want to, like, Miss Fortune cannot initiate fights. You never want to initiate a fight. You want to wait for your team to start the fights, and then whenever the fight starts, you want to be hitting the closest target to you. You can then use the trick we talked about with using your double tap to reset your love tab. So don't in the start of the fight just click your double tap off straight away. Do one auto attack on the target if it's in range, and then double tap, so the double tap can jump to the next target and reset your love tab on the same target again, which is pretty cool. And then look for good opportunities to use your ult. Don't fire it off straight away. Look for either when the enemy team is hard CC'd, meaning stunned, or snared, meaning that they cannot move, so you can hit the most target or as many targets as possible with it. Or look for essentials targets being CC'd, or just generally look for whenever it's the safest position for you to do it in, such that you don't get interrupted. Like, it does never make sense to pop your ult if you're going to get interrupted a split second after. Then it's better holding on to it for a second, waiting for the right opportunity. Like, Miss Fortune she really comes down to looking for the right opportunity to throw out your ult. Her ult is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I hope this kind of makes sense. I'm very sorry that these guys surrendered literally at 17 minutes. But it happens, and I hope you guys got a little out of this anyway. But yeah, I just really want to emphasize that Miss Fortune does not want to initiate fights. She is the definition of an ADC backline. She wants to time her ult to whenever the enemy is stuck in a place or CC'd, and she just wants to deal a hell lot of damage, and she's an awesome ADC to play. She's very easy to climb with, especially at lower elos, because people simply just underestimate her. Like, they don't respect her ult, and they like, honestly, you can punish them so freaking hard for it. And also right now with the Arcane Comet spec, she can be really obnoxious to play against because her poke is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are new in here, of course, make sure to go ahead, subscribe down below, click that button, join in, and join our awesome community. And if you want to see me live, go to twitch.tv/MipZ_live. I stream every single Friday. And lastly, if you enjoyed it, of course, smash that like button. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, stay awesome, have fun, and take it easy, guys.